time to live your life. Derek Gant, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control. Time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need financial independence. Yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you wanna live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gant, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gant, let them know. Let's go.
Welcome to the 24K Life Sunday night live at 7, where we prepare for the week coming up, where we motivate ourselves, initiate ourselves, educate ourselves, prepare ourselves, because no one else is going to do it for you. It's a simple fact. No one else is going to prepare you for what's coming this week. I'm going to help you, though. We're going to make sure that you get your game face on. You know, Monday is game time. When you get to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is game day. It's an opportunity for you to step into your universe, demand from yourself the utmost excellence, and then the only thing you got to do at that point is to figure out how to deliver it while everybody else is giving you shit. While everybody else is messing with you, you got to figure out how to deliver your absolute best. And on Mondays, that's the day that starts the whole week. It sets the tone. So Sunday night, live at 7, which is where we are, we want to help you set the tone for this week. And that's why we get together Sunday nights. It's not because it's Sunday and it's a church day. I'm not preaching. I am preparing you to deliver your greatness, to deliver your maximum magic, so that you can overcome all of the little things that will trip you up. Want to say hello to everybody. Tell me hello. Tell me where you are. I see a couple familiar names, but I see we got more people on than just those names. So, hey, hi, Coach Dawn. Hi, Tara. Hi, Rashawn. We got other people on. So tonight, I want to talk about, and it's my show, so I get to talk about what I want to talk about. Most of the time, if you want to know, hey, I love the hearts, you know I do. Most of the time, how do I come up with the topics that we talk about? Most of the time, it is me kicking myself in my own hind parts about what I'm not doing or what I could be doing better, and I just share it with you. So ultimately, all these years, you've been thinking I've been preparing all this information for you, and ultimately, it is for you, but it's also for me. So this week, we're talking about 3 critical things that you need in your arsenal in order to live the life of your choice. Now, let's be crystal clear. You're currently living the life of your choice. And you may not be happy with the choices that you made if you're not happy with the life that you're living. If you are living a life of lack of fitness, lack of finances, lack of family, lack of friends, lack of love, if you're living a life of lack, it is because of the choices you made. So I have this new acquaintance. And by the way, tomorrow morning, we are going to my new acquaintance. Her name is Isabella Fortin. If you're not on Isabella, hi, Isabella. But tomorrow at 9:30 on LinkedIn, we're going to go live. She is a mindset coach, and I am a money coach. So we are going to talk about your money mindset tomorrow on LinkedIn. If you want to know more about that, then just message me, and I'll make sure you get the link. If you're already following me on LinkedIn, just show up tomorrow at 9:30, and you'll see it. It's going to be good. We have over 700 people registered already just for our quick motivational, how to grow your money mindset. Over 700 people have registered. That means 150, 200 will show up, but it's going to be a great way to start the week. But in any event, if you are living a life of lack, if you're not happy with where you are, now let me tell you something. I'm rarely happy with where I'm at. I don't know if you know me very well, but for those of you that do know me really well, if I set a mark and I reach that mark, that's great. I am tickled pink about that mark. But trust and believe I'm already looking at the next mark. Now, that applies to every aspect of my life except for writing that book. Once I wrote the book, I was done. I'm not writing no more books. I shouldn't say that. I won't ever say ever, but that's not in the plan. But what is next? What's next? You wrote a book. What's next? How else are you going to help people? So I want you to know that no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're not doing, here's 3 things every person on the planet needs in order to live the life that they desire. So we talked about living in lack. What about not living in lack, but also making better decisions to live the life of your desires? What do you desire? Do you desire to not be check to check? I mean, like truly desire it. If you're currently living check to check, you chose that by the choices that you made. Found out recently that we had a client that went out, bought a car. They told us, hey, inside of our plan, we will need you to adjust our budget by $650. But we found out when we got the bill that the client really has signed up for over $1,000. Well, they're choosing a life less than their ultimate desire, because I promise you that new vehicle, the joy and excitement of that new vehicle is going down the drain. It's going down the drain. They're not going to be happy with that in 6 months or a year. Love the vehicle, but it's not going to mean as much as it means in 6 months to a year. So we want to help you make the right choices. So here's the first of the 3 things that you need that are critical. The first thing that you need to do is you need to understand and pick one thing that you are simply great at. You're just great at it. I didn't say love. I said that you're great at. Pick one thing that you're great at. You need to go into your arsenal and you need to be able to answer the question, what is the one thing that I am superior at? What do I do at a very, very high level? I do it so well, it just comes easy to me. You need to understand what that is. I'm telling you, these things are critical if you want to live the life of your desires. If you want to live the life that you're currently living, just keep doing what you're currently doing. And I promise you, it'll probably get a little worse because things tend to compound. So if you're living a life that you want to live, you're going to get more of what you have. That means if you have some bills, you're going to have more bills. That means if you have some money, you might have a little bit more money. But net, it's going to stay the same. If you want to elevate and live the life of your desires, then you need to find out what you are great at. I am really great at taking complicated financial instruments, ideas, concepts, and slimming them down to make people understand them so they can prosper. That's what I'm personally great at. And I'm great at communicating how to do that. I'm not great at cars. I'm not great with big groups of people as far as, being around a lot of people is not my big thing. Yep, I do huge speaking engagements, but that's, but I don't like to mingle after. That's just not my thing. I'm not a partier. I'm not, a bookworm. I mean, everybody, hey, Karen, are you back in town yet? I just want to know if you're back yet. Are you in Virginia, West Virginia, North Virginia, or somewhere in Virginia? Hi, Karen, how are you? But you got to figure out what you are great at. Karen and I had this conversation, and she had a coach that helped her hone in on what she was incredibly good at, or incredibly good is great. And she is now using that to facilitate her next steps. And that's exactly what I'm saying to you. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, you need to find a coach. Ask Karen, message Karen and ask her. For those of you that are on Facebook or LinkedIn, you don't see her, but her name is Karen Nutt Overton. You can find her. She's on LinkedIn. I don't know if she's on Facebook or not. But you need to find somebody that can help you narrow down your focus to your specific greatness. I'm going somewhere with this. Number 2, You need to find the one difficult obstacle that you need to overcome. What's that thing that's holding you back? Procrastination, laziness, fear, uncertainty. What is the one thing you have a life story, and you have something that's holding you back. And I'm going to get naked with you today, and I'm going to share with you just so you understand the kind of work that you need to do. So one of my big fears, I wrote about it in my book. I tell people periodically, not often. Matter of fact, I don't even ever remember doing it publicly. But here's one of the things that holds me back. One of the big things that holds me back. So I fear that if I give 100% of Derek, that it might not take, that people might not like it, that people might not respond to it, that it might not work out. And if I give 100% of Derek and it doesn't work out, then that means I got nothing else to give. That means I got to live a life of despair and poverty and all the things that other things that we fear. So my personal fear is if I give 100%, everybody doesn't jump on the bandwagon, then I have no excuse not to. I mean, I got no excuse. I mean, it just doesn't work. My ideas don't work. My message doesn't work. So therefore I tended in the past to give 90%. I tended to give less than. Hi, Selena from Texas. Is it hot in Texas, Selena? That's a dumbass question. I know it's hot in Texas. Anyway, what are you afraid of? What is the one obstacle? So number one, what is the one thing that you're great at? Like Selena's a nurse, but that's not her greatest attribute. There's something inside of nursing, her bedside manner, her understanding of issues, her knowing the body, something inside of the nursing is amazing for her, that she does better than everybody else. You got to tap into that. And then you got to find out the one thing that the obstacle, you know yourself. And if you don't know, you need to go do some homework, and you need to figure out, you need to be naked, you need to be honest, and you need to say, what's the thing that's always been holding me back in my life? Because I'm a bad mama jamma, but I've never given 100%, except for on a certain few things, right? Things that I knew I could completely control. Advocating for patients. So see, Selena knows. People that are operating at an incredibly high level, they know what they're great at. But then you got to identify what you need to overcome. This is not going to be long tonight. I'm only giving you 3. And then the final thing. You're going to be happy with this final thing. So I gave you the first one. What are you great at? I gave you the second one. What obstacle do you need? Personal obstacle. Now listen, if you think that there's an obstacle outside of you that's holding you back, then you're bullshitting yourself. I'm just telling you. Now, if you want to go do the homework and figure it out yourself and take years to figure it out that it's you, go for it. But I'm telling you, it's you. There's something inside of you that's holding you back from your greatness. I was so naked and honest with you about mine. I don't know what else to tell you. I told you what my fear is. And you know what? You want me to boil that fear down to a really nitty gritty thing? I'm not enough, right? My fear is that I'm not enough. And if I give everything and I'm not enough, then I got nothing else to give. Now what do I do? Right? Now what I do? I might as well get a 9-to-5, get off YouTube and everything else if I'm not enough. So, we all work on these things that we're short on. You got to find that out, and you got to work on it like crazy. You got to work on it. Number 3. Hi, Kim. How's the temperature in Arizona, Kim? We just keep going further west. So number 3, you're going to like number 3. What is the one thing? I didn't say person, I said thing. What is the one thing that you absolutely love? Hot as Hades. It's hot as Hades in Arizona. I'm just happy I got people all over the country that tap in to check me out, because I'm enough. What? You got to tell yourself, what's your mantra? I'm enough, right? It's the thing that you're struggling with. It becomes your mantra. What's the one thing that you love? So here's for me. I absolutely love, addicted to the results when people hit that number. when they see that they're not broke anymore, when they see that they can stop crying and fighting and arguing about money because they're following our plans and our systems, when I see them hit their goals because of them working with us, and they call me and they go, oh my God, you told me a year ago that this would happen in a year, and it happened in 9 months, and you're the man. Now, granted, I love hearing you're the man, but more importantly, I love the light bulb that goes off in people's minds, that they realize they've always been in control of their future, and with a little help, with some wisdom, some help, and some coaching, they can make that happen. And to see it actually happen, because they literally have to put their trust in us. They put their trust in me and my team at that point. When we're talking about money, you're talking about everything sacred other than somebody's sex life and their kids. That's what we're talking about. So you got to find something you love. I love the reaction I get when people get it. They get the results. They're no longer broke. They feel like they're in control of their relationships. They're not fighting with their spouse anymore. They know that they can make it, and they know how they're going to make it. I'm addicted to that. So I keep doing what I do because, look, 4 out of 10 get there. 4 out of 10. Everybody doesn't get there. Only 4 out of 10. Let's see what we got. We got you're more than enough, DG. I love that. Great knowledge. Thank you so much, Brother Muhammad. Thank you. Thank you. So your homework going into Monday is to figure out, what is the one thing I'm great at? You might not figure it out tonight, but if you don't know, you need to grab onto that idea. What are you absolutely, Kim, what are you absolutely incredibly great at? You need to know, because it is as unique as your fingerprints. It is as unique as your eyes and your facial features. Only Derek can unlock this telephone. My brother, we look alike, but he can't unlock my telephone. We don't look that much alike. He doesn't have my eyes, my fingerprints. We do not share as a human race the similar gifts that God has given us. I love that I know how to save money. Yeah, girl, I've been on you for a minute, and you've not only saving money, you're investing money, and you're making money, and you're making wise financial choices. But there's something else that you love, because we're talking about not just understanding for everybody. This is not for Selena. This is for everybody. The one thing that you love. And I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about if you could pick one thing to do with your hands, your heart, and your mind, what would you love to do? You can't sit around and twiddle your thumbs. You can't sit around and just do nothing. If you had to do something, what is the one thing that you would love to do? Is it gardening? Is it growing plants? Is it helping the community? What is the one thing that you would love to do? Maybe Selena would love to just keep saving money. That's fine. That's great. But you got to love to do something. So let me explain super quick. There is a massive difference between something that you are great at and something you love to do. Two different things. Now, if you're one of those people that the thing that you love to do is the thing that you're great at, then you've hit the mother lode of living your financial and your personal life desires. You're on the path. You just got to figure out that obstacle. Most people don't have those things lined up. They're kind of off, right? And if you're off, you're not going to get there easily. This is all about how can we get where we want to get to easier with some help. Like, I'm going to tell you, this week, more so this weekend, I just felt so not worthy, right? And it had nothing to do with work. I mean, I know I'm amazing at what I do. I was supposed to go somewhere with some people, and they said, we're going to come get you. They didn't come get me. They didn't text. They didn't call. They didn't write. And then they hit me up like an hour before whatever was popping off and says, hey, where are you? Like, oh, okay. Well, I'm at home because you were supposed to come through and get me. Then I had another situation that was friends. Then I have a family situation. We're supposed to do something. And it says, oh, well, I'm doing this. Okay, but we scheduled to do this. So you start to look at things, and another situation, you say, hey, do you want to do such and such? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, great. So now all of a sudden you start feeling like you're not worthy of other people's attention, of their love, of their insights, of their whatever, and it can get you down. But I'm here to tell you that you have to persevere. You have to persevere through any and all of those things, because no one is going to be great at what you're great at. No one is going to help you overcome the obstacles. No one can help me figure out if I'm worthy. If I can't figure it out, I'm done. No one else can figure out what I love. No matter how much they think they know you, they can't tell you what you love. So I'm telling you here tonight that no matter what obstacles come in your way, no matter who doesn't show up for you, no matter what's going on, you have to show up for you 110%. These are the three things that if you continuously show up for yourself on, no matter what else happens, you will ascend to the desired lifestyle that you want to live, to the desired person you want to be, because those three things are infallible. If you figure out what you're great at and you do it, if you figure out what you love and you keep practicing and working on getting more of that, and you overcome the thing in your life that's been holding you back and you kick it in the teeth, you're going to get that. That's right, Karen. You are your own priority. Your number one priority. Put your oxygen mask on first. Put yours on first. And then you can save the world. Then you can save the world. You feel me? Listen, I hope that you guys understand that the world is built on delivering mediocrity, and it has convinced us that mediocrity is excellence. And through that mediocrity, you've covered your shine. You're not shining as bright as you should, could, or would if you expected more of yourself. So I'm here to urge you, do not accept mediocrity, specifically in those three areas that I just talked about. Do not accept mediocrity. And once you decide that you're going to be excellent, you're going to live a life of excellence, personal excellence. You're not asking anybody else to do anything. You, personally, you. Live a life of excellence. Show up, show out, and keep it moving. So once you decide to do that, you will know that you are worthy. You will know that you're capable, and that you will know, no matter what society says, that you are delivering your purpose, your life, and your love. And there's no greater gift that any of us can give than our love. I hope that you have an amazing week this week. I hope that you know that I'm pulling for you. I'm standing in line for you. If you want to hear some extraordinary content and information, I've created a new workbook for tomorrow morning's event on LinkedIn. It's at 9:30. You can go to Derek Gant on LinkedIn and you can find me at 9:30. If you want to download the workbook before tomorrow, you can message me. You can message me through Messenger. You can message me through YouTube or LinkedIn or whatever it is you want to do. Just send me a message. I like the workbook. We'll send you the link. And you can be ready for tomorrow. And if you can't make tomorrow, you can still have the workbook and you get the replay later. So with that, I'm Derek Gant. I want you to be your best, bring your best, leave nothing to chance. Have an amazing week this week, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up. And I know that you're going to show out this week. It's all you were made to do, was to show up and to show out.
Yeah, it's time to live your life. Derek Gant, show them how to take it to the highest height. Hey, this is more than financial advice. Show you how to take control. Time to get your money right. Money management, I know that we all need financial independence. Yeah, it seems out of reach, but you can make it happen. Now it's time for some action, helping you with your finances. Yeah, we got a passion. Hey, ain't no limit. Now it's time to get it. You deserve to have a life how you want to live it. Secrets to success. Now it's time to get it right. Yeah, I'm talking all about that 24K life. Let's go. This the vibe. For real, I'm trying to tell you. Tell me if you ready to take it to the next level. Derek Gant, talking fitness and investment. Change your mindset and show you how it's all connected. Ain't no need to hesitate or delay. Only way to live life is a 24K. Hey, Derek Gant, let them know. Let's go.
And Val is good. Thank you so much. Be well. Hey, pray for my cousin Val.